If you've been avoiding getting pre-approved or even just looking into it because you think that it is somehow going to make you be committed to purchasing a home right now, I want you to pause and listen closely. This misunderstanding keeps a lot of smart, capable buyers stuck, especially in the healthcare industry, who already feel like their hours in their day are stretched really thin. A pre approval is not a commitment. And understanding that, well, it changes everything. My name's Amber Jones. I'm a certified mortgage advisor, and I'm here to help inform you, empower you, and help you solve that financial obstacle that you're currently facing wherever you're at on your homeownership journey. Let's dive into it. I hear it almost every week when I have a past client who has someone who they want to connect me with, but that particular buyer just is not ready yet. They are not ready to have their credit run yet. They're not wanting to buy just yet. And that apprehension in and of itself lets me know that there is a fear, there is this rush, there is this misunderstanding and misconception that getting pre approved means you have to do something with that pre approval right now. So, I am here to let you know that if you are not ready to have your credit run yet, that's fine. But it's kind of like searching WebMD with symptoms that you think you have and then not really having a full picture because you haven't talked to a professional yet about it. And you kind of are just left to assume maybe the worst. And we all know going down the rabbit hole of WebMD is not fun. But even if there were some serious symptoms or things that we have to deal with in regard to our health, it's a lot better when we are going down that journey with a professional who understands more than we do and helps us walk through that journey. Now, here's the deal. Getting your credit run and having us do that review, it just allows us to see if there's any gaps. And if so, then what steps do we need to take to kind of help bridge those gaps, whether it's in the score or what's being reported. I also understand the concern of, not wanting to be pressured, or what if you actually go through that pre-approval process and what you qualify for right now just doesn't sit well. It doesn't feel good because what you were scrolling or what you were hoping for just isn't the reality at this time. I also understand that healthcare workers are used to making high stake decisions. That's what you get trained to do. And if something feels like there's a point of no return, that your instincts just kick in to protect yourself. But the pre-approval isn't that. There isn't a point of no return. If anything, it's the starting point. A pre-approval is just simply a structured review of your financial picture. We look at things like your income that include any overtime, shift differentials, bonuses, even taking into consideration that variable schedule that you might have. Also looking at your student loans, whether or not they're in deferment or repayment plan or currently in forbearance. We'll also look at your credit, not whether or not it's perfect. Perfection doesn't live here, but just realistically, what are we working with? And then also, how much do you have to work with? What are your available assets? Do you have anything in retirement? What have you been able to save on your own? Are you getting a gift from family? The goal isn't just to force a decision. It's to replace guessing with clarity. So I often tell my clients, you wouldn't diagnose the patient without labs, and the pre-approval is just your financial lab work. Now, another important thing to be clear on is what a pre-approval is not. So it does not lock you into buying a home right now. It does not lock you into a particular mortgage rate right now. It doesn't even lock you into a particular lender or program right now, or start a countdown clock. You can get pre-approved and then decide to wait 6 months, a year, longer. The timing is based on your timetable, not mine. So we can gather all the information and go through all the process and do all the things and then do nothing with it. But at least you're informed. A recent buyer that I helped had delayed her pre-approval process for well over a year just because she didn't want the pressure. And totally fine. But when we finally did review all of her numbers, there were two things that happened. Number one, her student loans weren't hurting her nearly as much as she thought that they were. And also, the price range that she was scrolling on Zillow, it actually wasn't aligned with her real comfort zone. Now, she didn't buy immediately, but within about 6 months, when the right opportunity came, she was confident, calm, and prepared, not scrambling. And that's the beautiful part about having that pre-approval is that you know exactly what you're working with so that when you do find a property that comes on the market, you can move forward on that quickly because the escrow process itself can move very fast. It's usually within 30 days or less. And there's a lot of different moving pieces in addition to the loan process. So we like to do a lot of prep work ahead of time so that our piece of that loan process is going as smooth as possible. Now, another important thing to know is that rates aren't crashing. So they're not going to go back to those low COVID rates that we had in 2020, 2021. But it means that buyers who succeed aren't the ones that are waiting for perfect condition. They're the ones who understand their options and then act intentionally when the timing makes sense for them. A pre approval gives you the control, even if you choose not to move forward and do anything right away. My job during the pre approval process is not to sell you a house. It's to explain the real options that you have available to you, identify what's going to work and what might need adjusting, and also help you understand what's possible now and later. So there's no pressure, there's no deadlines, just information. So if you've been avoiding that pre approval process because you thought it was this big, scary commitment, now you know the truth. Clarity comes before confidence, and confidence comes before action, not the other way around. So, if you're ready for the information tailored to your situation, let's talk. My link is below where you can book a 15-minute phone call with me, and we can go over all of your questions, your concerns, and help you plan those next steps. I hope you found this information helpful today. And if you did, I would love it if you liked the video, subscribed, most importantly, share it with a friend. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.